Well, good morning and welcome to the first 2022 Moongate Tour here at the Port Royal Golf Course. We have quite a few golfers who will be going off this morning through this afternoon, looking to become the first winner of this tour for 2022. It's a new golf tournament made up of professionals and amateurs. Um, Chaka De Silva and Andrew Trot Francis, the brainchilds of this particular event, and they're hoping that it takes off. And with the numbers today, it looks like they're going to have a good start. We're here at Port Royal Golf Course, the home of where the PGA play their tournament. Um, we have quite a few the golfers putting the final touches on preparation for today, and we'll be out shortly. The first three up, none other than Brian Morris, Damian Paliande, and Chaka De Silva himself. A very interesting threesome to start this tournament off. And we look forward to what they're able to do. We're going to be here uh, letting you see each tee off time right up until 1 p.m. I believe that is the final tee off, which is Spencer Weidman, Alexander Capetillo, and Will Hudrell. So very interesting time, very interesting morning. Once we do get the likes of Brian Morris as well as Chaka De Silva and Damien near the tee box, we'll try to have a word with them before they actually tee off. Tee off time is 11:30, so we're looking forward to some very interesting play. Also looking forward to the likes of we have uh, Kyle Lipon, the national football coach. He'll be teeing off at 10 after 12. Uh, he hopefully he has a better day than he had yesterday. Um, a few of his friends sent me a video. He didn't have such a good day. We also have the likes of Dwayne Pearman. We all know the prowess of Dwayne, who can actually do sharper things on the golf course. And we look forward to seeing what he's capable of doing today. Scott Roy will be out. These are the guys that are Bermuda professional golfers and have led the tour for the last few years. COVID done a number on them, but they're back. Just like everyone else, they're back, ready to rock and roll here. So we're gonna get ready for the tee-off times of 11:30 with Brian Morris, Damian Paliandi, and Chaka De Silva. We'll stay here at the Port Royal Golf Course, and we'll bring you their tee-off times, their tee-offs as we get going. We'll just stand by for their tee-offs. Again, we're here live for the 2022 Moongate Tour right here at the Port Royal Golf Course, the first of the tour for 2022. We are waiting the tee-off time of 11:30 for the likes of Brian Morris, Damian Paliande, and Chaka De Silva. They should be up shortly. We actually see them uh, getting ready, putting the stuff on the carts, and they'll be coming down shortly. Hopefully, we can get a word with one or two of them before they tee off. I know this will be exciting for them as an opportunity to be out here in competition yet again. They just recently played the PGA Championship, the BPGA Championship, the Bermuda Championship, that saw um, Nick Jones win. Played rather well in some challenging conditions, unlike today where it's a bit overcast. A nice cool breeze blowing, and they'll be out here looking to kind of conquer this golf course as well as the field. So again, at 11:30, we will see the likes of Brian Morris, Damian Paliande, and Chaka De Silva teeing off for this first Moongate Tour for Bermuda professional golfers and amateurs as well. It's a tournament that amateurs can win. I know these professional guys wouldn't want to have that in their pocket, that an amateur's out here beating them, but it is what it is. It's golf, and that's why they play. Some of these guys had been admiring many of the players that would have played during the PGA Championship here at the Port Royal Golf Course last October, and now it's their turn to shine here in front of cameras, in front of all of us, to see who will be that first winner on the tour. So again, we are awaiting the likes of Brian Morris, Damian Paliande, and Chaka De Silva. We are some 8 minutes away from them teeing off. We're hoping that they can get down here a little early and we can have a chat with them. You see Brian Morris loosening up. We'll just turn the camera a little bit so you can get a see of him. That's him over in the horizon there, putting his final touches on, loosening up. We've already seen the likes of Damian Paliande, who is walking up behind the cart now. Another one will be hoping to have a good round. So, all to play for. The first Moongate Tour event for 2022 here at the Port Royal Golf Course. We'll be here from the first tee off to the last tee off live, bringing it to you. Again, that last tee off is at 1 p.m. You'll see the likes of Spencer Weidman, Alexander Capatillo, as well as Will Hudrell. We see Damian Paliande making his way down to the number one tee box. We now have the likes of Brian Morris making his way to the tee box.
Hi, Patty. Here you go, brother. Take my square away, throw it out.
And Chaka De Silva as well. He makes up the threesome.
Drew, thank you for coming out, right? Hey, Drew.
Yeah.
I'm on the first tee.
What's up, Earl? Swell?
How you doing, brother? Good luck, see?
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
I hope to come up here one day, but I don't want to.
Yeah, that's scared of mine. Hey, if
I'm gonna start and finish first. So I'm trying to do some pictures and some interviews as well. You're gonna be here all night.
No.
I can handle things fast.
Okay.
Tell them to what I ask the question.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you. Cool.
Gentlemen, I know I'm off loud. I don't know whose name is going to meet you first.
First name is Brian Morris.
Brian Morris.
Yeah, it's called Long Way. We're going to have Brian Morris teeing off at the number 1 tee box.
I think I got one.
Brian Morris in white. He gets the 2022 Moongate Tour. It's underway. Now we have Damian Paliandi. Damian, who also played in the PGA here in Bermuda at Port Royal last year. He'll be teeing off. And now we have the final person in this group, Chaka Silva.
Come out of this thing today. Brian, take care of these young people. Danny, scratch you on there, right out. Sucking in the grand knot, right? You know, put me on his lap.
And the first 3 are off. We're going to get a little bit closer. We'll get a little bit closer for the next group.
You might want to watch it. There's a shag getting to you.
I said it was too close though. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
I've been warned to move, but I'm gonna take this chance.
Yeah. How are you, mate?
I'm good. How you doing?
Oh, good.
Okay. This is live, so you need to watch it. And we're just gonna wait the second group that will tee off at 11:40. And we will have Junior Robinson, Julian Brassington, and Gordon Cox, who will be teeing off momentarily. And again, you're watching the inaugural Moongate Tour here at the Port Royal Golf Course. We've had the first 3 tee off. They're lining up their second shots down the fairway, and that will be Brian Morris, Damian Paliande, and Chaka De Silva. Should be an interesting afternoon of golf for them. They're teeing off in the morning here, as will the next group. That includes, again, Leroy Robinson, Julian Bressington, and Gordon Cox. We're standing by for them. You'll see Leroy Robinson making his way into the shot, having a look down the fairway. And we look down the fairway, we can see Damian Paliande taking his second shot. All 3 balls ended up in the same area. Chaka De Silva, Brian Morris, and Paliande. And you're watching Leroy Robinson on the tee.
The order on the list. No order. I heard it. They're the only ones you're in a rough crowd, partner. You can't fight it. You can't fight it. It's not the fight that you want. No, camaraderie and the karma, because at the end of the day, you could be paired on this real important. I tell you what. Not in our group. Not in our group. I tell you what. I played with Gordon before. His socks. One of the best. Oh, we got trash records. You know, damn trash can. I'm not gonna kid. I won't say what he does for a living. Play well. Thank you, gentlemen. You as well.
And again, we have Leroy Robinson on the tee.
Been a red 7 for me. Okay.
Left-handed Robinson.
Nice shot.
Next on the tee is Gordon Cox. And finally on the tee, Julian Bressington. He hits a high ball off the tee. have it. The second threesome is off.
No rain in the forecast.
So we've had two groups tee off in the inaugural Moongate Tour here at the Port Royal Golf Course. We've seen the first threesome of Brian Morris, Damian Paliande, and Chaka De Silva go off. And we just witnessed Leroy Robinson, Gordon Cox, and Julian Brassington tee off. Now we await the likes of Brent Gianni, Jeffrey Lindo, and Jamie McMillan, who will tee off at 11:50. We'll change the view down the fairway to see the next three. The threesome that just teed off, they're making their way down the fairway for their second shot. And again, you're watching the inaugural Moongate Tour here at the Port Royal Golf Course. We've had two threesomes tee off already. The likes of Brian Morris, Damian Paliande, and Chaka De Silva teed off at 11:30. And then we had Leroy Robinson, Julian Brassington, and Gordon Cox just tee off. They're down, getting ready for their second shot. And we are waiting on the number one tee box here for Brent Gianni, Jeffrey Lindo, and Jamie McMillan, who will tee off at 11:50 to begin their round here at the Port Royal Golf Course in this, again, inaugural Moongate Tour, the brainchild of Chaka De Silva and Andrew Trott Francis. These two have come up with a game plan to get some more exciting golf being played on the island. We often know that when we have the PGA here, many people tend to show up because it's foreign. Here's the likes of your own playing here at the Port Royal Golf Course, and not to be expected. We're here alone. So, and we see the likes of Jeffrey Lindo showing up. How are you, sir?
Nice to see you, sir.
Good
Always
luck
a pleasure.
today,
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, man.
Been at it a while. You followed me since long ago, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
How's Colin?
All right, I guess. I haven't seen it.
No.
Yeah. It's local stuff. He don't come to local stuff.
No.
Yeah.
He used to do Princess.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
He's way up there.
Yeah.
Big man, they tell me.
Fellas sit at the desk nowadays. They don't do nothing else.
Well, what can you say?
So, gentlemen, while you're here and I don't forget, I understand Gary Benning is coming up later to resolve any rules problems. If you have a problem during the course of the round and he hasn't arrived yet, just play two balls. Figure it out.
Let's clean the place again.
Wouldn't you like that? Wouldn't you like that?
No, I want to put the tees down here. Hey, man. Jeffrey, how you doing? Good. So I'm
Jamie.
Yeah.
So yeah, switch your cards around.
Yeah.
Identify your golf balls.
You're a pro or amateur?
And yardage is fine with ice slope.
Definitely an amateur.
Yardage on your GPS is no slope. No slope.
Thank you. So one more time. You got to be water this early on the higher speed of the dying horse. batting order, Mr. Trot?
You have to choose your batting order on the first hole, then you play honors. I haven't got a tee sheet. I've got scorecards and a pin sheet. Oh, does anybody want a pin sheet? I got one. We got one. Thank you.
And we're getting ready for the third group to tee off. Again, Brent Gianni, Jeffrey Lindo, and Jamie McMillan teeing off momentarily. Getting their tournament underway, the Moongate Tour tournament underway here at the Port Royal Golf Course.
You guys be fine and ready. Jeffrey might take a while to get ready. No. Bit early, 11:45. Ready? Ready? Yeah.
Brent and what, James? I'll get it right off a couple of those. Yeah.
Off the tee first will be Brent McMillan. No, I'm sorry. It's going to be Brent Gianni. Now we're going to have Jamie McMillan off the tee.
Right this way? 3.
Not quite happy with this tee shot. And Jeffrey Lindo's on the tee box now. And McMillan will hit a provisional hole just to be on the safe side.
Better? Okay. Won't be good.
There you have it. The third group is off. The third group of the Moongate Tour here at Port Royal. Third of 10 groups. We have 30 golfers that will be playing in this round. We've seen already tee off At 11:30 this morning, it was Brian Morris, Damian Paliande, and Chaka De Silva. At 11:40 was Leroy Robinson, Julian Brassington, and Gordon Cox. And we just witnessed Brent Gianni, Jeffrey Lindo, and Jamie McMillan tee off. We are now waiting Marcellus Thomas, Gregory Smith, and George O'Brien, who will tee off at the 12 o'clock hour here for their first round of the Moongate Tour. So in approximately 10 minutes, we should see them make their way to the tee box here at the number one here at Port Royal. The sun looks like it's trying to make its way out, but an overcast day, nice cool breeze coming out of the south, will keep the golfers a little cooler on the day, but they'll be managing to get around this golf course, looking to be the first winner on this tour for 2022. Again, the brainchild of Chaka De Silva and Andrew Trott Francis. We shall see Trott Francis. He will be teeing off approximately 12:40, and he'll go off with the likes of Dwayne Pearman and Scott Roy. So he'll have his work cut out for him to stay with two veterans of this game, two strong players in the Bermuda Professional Golf Association. So what a way to go. Chaka De Silva went off with the lead group, and Andrew Trott Francis will go with two veterans later on this afternoon in about just under an hour. So we're here bringing it to you from the Port Royal Golf Course, the number one tee box. Live as they play. We'll be here until the last group tee off, live, bringing it to you. We noticed that on the number one tee, we're well up on top of the hill, but the number one green is well way down in the valley. So no matter what you feel the breeze is up in this area, it'll probably be totally different down in the fall down there. Probably a lot less wind, if any, at all, for the second shot to chip in onto the green over the pond down on the number one. Of course, they don't feel another breeze like the one on top of this hill, which is a slight breeze. They won't feel it again until they get to the number 6, which is adjacent to this hill, and they'll start to play on the backside, on the south side, where they'll get that ocean breeze on number 7, 8, and 9, and then they'll make their way back up here to the number 10 and play down into a valley again. But then when they get round to 14, 15, 16, they'll feel that breeze again right up to the number 18. So interesting times for them. Again, we're waiting for the arrival of group number 4, which will include Marcellus Thomas, Gregory Smith, and George O'Brien. We've seen Marcellus and George make some appearances in some golf tournaments of late. Still amateur, but putting in the work that's needed, and hopefully they can do something today that would give them even more confidence that they can actually put in a good score to challenge some of these pros around the golf course. Again, welcome to the Moongate Tour, right here at the Port Royal Golf Course, the inaugural Moongate Tour for Bermuda professionals and amateurs. We've already seen three groups tee off in Brian Morris, Damian Paliandi, and Chaka De Silva as the first group at 11:30. The 11:40 group was Leroy Robinson, Julian Brassington, and Gordon Cox, and Brent Gianni, Jeffrey Lindo, and Jamie McMillan just teed off. They're down in the fairway for their second shots. And again, we should be seeing the likes of Marcellus Thomas, Gregory Smith, and George O'Brien making their way to the number one tee box momentarily to get their round underway shortly here. Again, we've seen Marcellus and George of late playing a lot of golf, improving their rounds day by day. So let's see what they can actually put in today to continue that journey towards what they feel they need to do to improve their game. So again, Marcellus Thomas, Gregory Smith, and George O'Brien are next up on the tee here for the Moongate Tour inaugural event at the Port Royal Golf Course. Morning, how you doing? I trust. I'm sorry, I have faith.
This guy Brian's not here.
I don't know the guy, but nobody's
I
seen
don't
him.
think I know who he is.
It's right here. George needs to hurry up. Get George. It's right here.
You come late to it.
George.
Check your boys well. You can stick it all there.
2 minutes, literally. He's quarter to this thing.
And we are reading the fourth group to tee off. Marcellus Thomas, Gregory Smith, and George O'Brien. You tell me.
I think that's the right place to stand.
You're the second one to say that in this group. No one else has said it. I'm got faith. I'm got faith.
You need a lot of.
You got all that space down there.
Kids have to get prepared to their first. You still play that? I play a lot. Well, I had to go to the hospital. I had surgery in January.
We see Gregory Smith warming up.
Doesn't sound good at all. Okay, guys, if you could tee off, we'll let George tee off third. It's 12 o'clock. Just here comes George now. Gary Benning will be up here later, I gather, and he'll be checking into any rules problems. So if you have a problem during the course of play, play a second ball. Gary will sort it out later. What's the order? I'm ready. Yeah, you go. You're ready. Go.
We're going to have George Smith tee off first.
Swap the cards around when you got a moment.
Gregory Smith. Gregory Smith will tee off first. And next up will be Marcellus. And finally up will be George O'Brien.
George, I'll just give you your card now, and you guys can switch them around when you get a moment. Gary Benning's going to be here later to check all those rules. Better hit a provisional? Yeah.
Then we had the fourth group to tee off. Marcellus, Gregory Smith first, Marcellus Thomas second, and George O'Brien third to tee off in the fourth group. We next await the likes of Stevie Lambert, Kyle Lipon, and Roger Brangman, who will be the 12-10 tee off group. inaugural Moongate Tour tournament in Bermuda here at the Port Royal Golf Course. Live. I just heard about you last night. Yeah, so everybody thinks I'm getting Why did you order the business last night?
Hey, the thing about it, we finished the game. We won the game, we couldn't. And they should leave.
One too many.
Carl, you want a pin sheet?
No, I'm all right.
And again, we looked down the fairway, we could see O'Brien going for his first ball. He's in the fairway adjacent to the number one. And next up on the tee will be Stevie Lambert, Kyle Lipon, and Roger Bringman. They will be the halfway group through this tee off. Stevie, Kyle, and then Roger.
That's right, that's what I was thinking. Well, that's what when I hear they talk about the coach, Nikita, and then the girl on the radio says,
And we are just awaiting the next group. You see Kyle Lightborn going up to the tee box. Stevie Lambert is on the tee box as well.
Gary Benning's going to be up here later. Any rules, problems, just let you know.
Yeah. How you making noise? Yeah.
And that's making sure that your camera works. Because you're gonna be taking pictures of me soon. So
Not a problem. Not a problem,
I
brother.
don't want it freeze well when I get there or something.
No. It works. It works.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, man. Good seeing you, man. First on the tee will be Stevie Lambert. He prepares to get his inaugural Wingate Tour underway here at the Port Royal Golf Course. Next up is Kyle Lipon, decked out in his St. George's colors. And finally, Roger Brinkman.
We're in the same area. Hey, well, guys. Hey.
There you have it. The fifth group.
Yeah.
Okay, have a good one.
Need to play more events like this. Get my game on.
Okay. We just witnessed the tee off, the 12-10 tee off of Stephen Lambert, Kyle Lipon, and Roger Brinkman. And next up, we'll see Craig Christensen, Chris Smith, and Corey De Silva. They will be the 12-20 group. And we will start seeing momentarily the first group that teed off in Brian Morris, Damian Paliandi, and Chaka De Silva on the tee box adjacent to the number one, which is the number 7 hole, which is across the way. Hey? Yeah, man.
What's happening?
Hey, how you doing, man?
You alright?
Yeah. Long time no see. Where you been hiding?
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right, well, you're the right fella. He'll set you straight.
Right. All right, I got 8 months to get ready, but I'm paying what I can.
Yeah?
How did we play last week?
Working.
Are you guys want a pin sheet?
And we have the arrival of Corey De Silva and Chris Smith. We just await, and here comes Craig Christensen. This group will be teeing off momentarily.
You didn't want to see my birthday anyway. Yep. So guys, I understand Gary Benning's going to be up here later. So any rules, queries, like the 2 balls, figure that out later. Card. Identify your balls, mark your balls. Earl, can I pass to you for the order of play?
Craig, Chris, and then Corey.
Thank you.
Hey, how you doing?
What are you up to, Chris? You where are you at? Houses? Outside the golf? Yeah. Still teaching and stuff. Yeah. Working on houses right now. Ah.
What's happening?
Everything's lovely. How you making out?
Me? They put that cigarette on TV in my pocket. Why you kill me?
Been a good player.
This is live, so it's a bit too late for that.
Qualified. Stand on the tee on my first video tour. Oh, you mean for the championship? Good for you. That's a target, man. You gotta have it. I figured if I could, well, since I got these out now, so I figured if I could try and play in all of these, get some practice in them, that'd be great. I figured these are the guys you gotta be doing. That's right. You guys gotta be qualifying. Pretty much all of them.
I can tell you, I didn't shoot 89 in Latin America. Close.
We're just awaiting the group that just teed off, which was Stevie Lambert, Lipon, and Roger Brinkman. They have finished their second shots and get onto the green, so that this next group of Craig Christensen, Chris Smith, and Corey De Silva will tee off to get their round underway. They'll be the 6th group to tee off.
Okay, Mr. C, you're on the deck. Play well, guys.
First up will be Craig Christensen. Next up is Chris Smith. Corey De Silva.
First place I look is on the rear side behind that bumper there. To the left side. That was crazy. It hit the rear and kicked down.
And Chris Smith will hit a provisional.
That's the right. The ball hit the rear and kicked left. When I spoke to you and looked back, it was really on the rear. And it went towards the bumper to the right. So it
It's pine tree.
what? Well,
It's pine tree. I think.
There you have it. The sixth group has teed off. They're underway with the likes of Craig Christensen, Chris Smith, and Corey De Silva have teed off. Next up at 12:30, we'll see Matthew Smith, Del Borden, and Joshua Cabrera all set to tee off, get their tournament underway here at the Port Royal Golf Course. Again, it's the inaugural Moongate Tour event right here at the Port Royal Golf Course. And we do have another 4 groups to tee off. Again, it's going to be Matthew Smith, Delwan Borden, and Joshua Cabrera next. They'll be followed by Dwayne Pearman, Scott Roy, and Andrew Francis, followed by Aaron James, Nick Jones, and Jared Dillis. And we'll finish up with Spencer Weidman, Alexander Capitillo, and Will Hartrow. So stay tuned. We'll be here until the final group tee off, which is approximately some 40 minutes away. Just under 40 minutes. We await the arrival of the next group. think they found it down by the tree down the bottom there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering how we got back into the bridge. Because it took us, I'm thinking it might have been into the pine tree and took a while to come down. That.
Yeah, he's getting down there now. See?
Yeah, see, it must have took a while to come down and
Yeah.
then started bouncing on the road.
It looks like the tree stopped it. As we take a look down the fairway, we can see Greg Christensen hitting his what will be his third shot. And Chris Smith, who is in the trees in the fairway of the second hole. He will be trying to lift his ball over some trees into the fairway of the number one, or try to attempt to get it onto the green.
She sent me a picture. She said she got the gloves. I said, oh, boy, it ain't easy. That thing absurd. No, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm seeing so many women buy. My wife was, she made me go buy a saddle boards, and she bought some irons, and she bought some babies. They like what?
As we will, the arrival of the next group of golfers, which include Joshua Cabrera, Delon Borden, and Matthew Smith.
What you doing up there? You ain't doing no good up there. What? Huh?
Mr. Business, sir. What's first on the key sheet? Good morning, first of all. I mean, afternoon.
Afternoon, sir. How you doing?
Always nice pleasure to see you.
Matthew, Delon, and Joshua. How you doing, man?
So guys, Garabane's going to be up here later. Any rules problem? Get to the second ball. Should you have a second rules problem? This would like the actual decision. Switch cards around when you get a moment. And identify the balls and mark them up.
You're going to grant 2 under. What even is rule?
Third shot. Chris. He ended up in the road and the ball rolled down into the bushes down the other, number 2 fairway.
I'm like you. I'm rushed here, and then I'm like, oh man, I'm at my golf club, and at least you bought all your tees. Yeah, I think at least once you find out.
Okay, this is the 12:30 tee time in the Moongate first.
Hello, guys. Have a good one out there, fellas.
Matthew Smith up. Next stop will be Delwan Borden. Now Joshua Cabrera.
Well, guys,
You got it.
oh yeah, warm-up's overrated, isn't it, Josh? That's shot, baby. What's practice? Go on, mate. Go on, mate.
Have a good one, guys.
Enjoy it, fellas.
And we just saw the 12:30 tee off of Matthew Smith, Delwan Borden, and Joshua Cabrera. Begin their journey in the Moongate Tour tournament here at the Port Royal Golf Course, the inaugural Moongate Tour for 2022. We activate veterans Dwayne Pearman, Scott Roy, and of course Andrew Trott Francis, who has teamed up with Chaka De Silva to bring you this tournament, the inaugural one here at the Port Royal Golf Course.
Well, yeah, I'm walking there the front door
Three groups remaining. We have the next group of Dwayne Pearman, Scott Roy, and Andrew Trott Francis. They'll be followed by Aaron James, Nick Jones, and Jarrett Dillis. And then it's the final group for today: Spencer Weidman, Alexander Capitillo, and Will Hardrell. So again, we have three more groups. We take a look down the fairway. We see Delwan Borden, Joshua Cabrera, and Matthew Smith lining up their second shots onto the, hopefully getting onto the green on this par 4 first hole here at Port Royal. We still have yet to see the initial group that teed off of Brian Morris, Damian Paliande, and Chaka De Silva, who teed off at 11:30. We haven't seen them on the number 6 hole as of yet, but we anticipate them. The tee box of the number 7 hole. We expect to see them shortly as we look across and again see Delwan Borden taking his second shot. And we also see Matthew Smith lining up his second shot. He's in the middle of the fairway where Borden was on the embankment of the fairway, having a difficult, although he's left-handed, he would have had a slight advantage. The ball would have been beneath him and not above him, as if it would have been a right-hander. So Matthew Smith is about to hit his second shot. And of course, Joshua Cabrera will be the third person to hit his second shot on the number 1 fairway in this inaugural Moongate Tour here at the Port Royal Golf Course. We're bringing it to you, bringing the tee off to you live here on islandstats.com. We'll be here for yet another half an hour or so, just over half an hour, to bring you the last three tee shots, which again will include the next one will be at 12:40, Dwayne Pearman, Scott Roy, Andrew Trott Francis. And then at 12:50, Aaron James, Nick Jones, and Jared Dillis. And then at 1 p.m., it's Spencer Weidman, Alexander Capetillo, and Will Hardrow. So again, we still have 9 golfers to go off, 10-minute intervals. So we await the arrival of the veterans and Andrew Francis for the next group to tee off here on the number 1 tee.
That's amazing. More smiles today.
You got it on the way.
Yeah. This is this is back in. That's maybe my That's absolutely incredible. Yeah. I can't believe this is where we are today.
Right.
Now the first one, that's an idea.
Right.
Now look. 35. We only won 36, so we got 30 in. Right. Look at us. Look at us. No complaints, man.
That one will be bigger.
Absolutely. At least 6 players more. We could have got 33, but they was all late. So
Okay.
we stuck to the script.
Right. That's the important thing.
Yeah, gotta respect these times.
It's nice.
Once a month. Right?
Once a month.
Okay, Drew.
Black. Title sport. Oh, all black. All black. Hey, one, two.
No, boy, no, boy. She looks better than ever now. He took care of ladies and gentlemen. No?
I laugh like for you it's the way it's got their hands, but I laugh they teach you when they put caddy shop for you.
Yes, I understand, Gary. That is coming up.
Next up on the tee will be that group of veteran Dwayne Pearman, Scott Roy, and Andrew Trott Francis. As you can see, you see Dwayne Pearman's on the tee box. He'll be off first, followed by Scott Roy, and then Andrew Trott Francis.
I know, right?
This is the 12:42 time. Gated oval.
On the first tee we have, Ray Truman.
The legend himself. Got a prod, got some wood. That's it. Leave out, gentlemen.
Scott Roy on the tee.
Leading this esteemed season, Andrew Trot Francis from Port Royal.
Andrew Trot Francis on the tee.
Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Just on 18. If not, it's definitely one of the first ones.
There you have it. The eighth group to tee off, Dwayne Bremen, Scott Roy, and Andrew Trot Francis have teed off. We have two groups remaining. The 1250 group will see Aaron James, Nick Jones, Jared Dillon tee off. Again, we await on the number 7 tee. We await to see the likes of Brian Morris, Damian Paliande, and Chaka De Silva. As we take a glance down the fairway of the number 1 to see the golfers go down, and it will appear that all three are in the middle of the fairway. Scott Roy will be hitting his second shot first. He's on the embankment of the fairway. He will have some work to do to go around a bit of a corner to get to the green from there. He's actually looking around the corner from where his ball is situated. He'll have to go left to right. Get his ball to start out left but come back right to make it to the green. But being right-handed, it's going to be a little tricky. Again, we're waiting the second to last group of the Moongate Tour, the inaugural Moongate Tour here at the Port Royal Golf Course, where we have 30 golfers vying to be the first winner of the Moongate Tour, first event for 2022, the brainchild of Chaka De Silva and Andrew Trot Francis. 30 golfers vying to be that first winner, to stake their claim as being the first winner of the Moongate Tour in Bermuda. We've already seen go off at 11:30 Brian Morris, Damian Paliande, and Chaka De Silva. They were followed by Leroy Robinson, Julian Bressington, and Gordon Cox, which was then followed by Brent Gianni, Jeffrey Lindo, and Jamie McMillan. And then at 12 o'clock was Marcellus Thomas, Gregory Smith, and George O'Brien, followed that by the 12:10 tee group of Stevie Lambert, Kyle Lipon, and Roger Brangman. We saw Corey De Silva, Chris Smith, and Craig Christensen go off at 12:20. And at 12:30 was Matthew Smith, Delwan Borden, and Joshua Cabrera. And then the 12:40 group we just witnessed, Dwayne Pearman, Scott Roy, and Andrew Trot Francis. And we're waiting on the number one tee box for the arrival of Aaron James, Nick Jones, and Jared Dillis, who should be here momentarily to get their round underway here at the Port Royal Golf Course. As we look across to the number 7 tee box, you'll get a glimpse of what they're doing over there. And in the distance, you'll be able to see that on the tee box there are the likes of Brian Morris, Chaka De Silva, and Damian Paliandi. It looks as if Chaka De Silva is away first. He'll be hitting down that long fairway and a dog leg left up the hill to the number 7. Next on the tee, it looks as if it's going to be Damian Paliani. Yep. And Damian Paliani tees off, and they'll be followed by Brian Morris. Again, we're on the number 1 tee. They're on the number 7 tee. Where we're waiting in just about a minute or so. We will see the likes of Aaron James, Nick Jones, and Jared Dillis tee off right after Brian Morris tees off here. And that's Brian Morris that has just teed off on the number 7. Now we'll switch our attention back to the number 1, where again we'll see Aaron James, Nick Jones, and Jared Dillis in that order. No problem.
It took me 75%.
It's all good. First up on the tee, Aaron James.
Okay, this is the 12:50 tee time. On the tee. Good to see him back playing golf. In my eyes, I haven't seen him for a while.
It's like once a year. Great Aaron James.
on the tee, the recent winner of the PGA Championship, Nick Jones.
Nick Jones on the tee.
Third on the tee, Jared Dillis, winner of everything amateur.
Know that. Shut down.
Now Jared Dillis.
Very well, guys.
And the second to last tee group has teed off. We just witnessed Aaron James, Nick Jones, and Jared Dillis. Now we await the final group at 1 p.m. Spencer Wideman, Alexander Capitello, and Will Hardrell, who will round out the field in this inaugural Moongate Tour event here. We've enjoyed bringing you the coverage since 11:30, where again we had the likes of Brian Morris, Chaka De Silva, and Damian Paliande tee off the event. And we'll end with the final tee group of Spencer Wideman, Alexander Capetillo, and Will Hardrell in just over 5 minutes, who will tee off for their round of the Moongate Tour here at Port Royal Golf Course. As we look across, we'll go across again to the number 7 tee box, and we see the likes of Leroy Robinson, Julian Bressington, and Gordon Cox. They've made their way through 6 holes, and we'll bring you who's going to have the right of way to tee off fresh on the hole. How you doing? And it looks as if Brassington will have, yeah, Brassington will lead off this group on the number 7. In the distance. How you doing? Everything's good. You recording? Live. Yeah. So, oh yeah, he's been saying it. Yeah.
Hopefully there won't be any.
And we see Brassington teeing off there. Down the fairway to number 7. Again, dog leg to the left. Up the hill. And Leroy Robinson will be the next to tee off. And the left-handed Robinson tees off. And then finally, it'll be Gordon Cox to round out the threesome, the second threesome to tee it off here on the number 1 at 11:40. As we have the final group coming up to the number 1. They will be teeing off momentarily.
You're not filming, I'm going to be at work.
And there you have Gordon Cox. As we turn the camera back to the number 1 tee box, and soon making their way to the tee box will be none other than Spencer Weidman, Alexander Capetillo, and Will Hardrow. So final group to tee off here at the Moongate Tour event here at the Port Royal Golf Course.
Alex, Will. Switch cards when you get a moment. Identify your golf ball, mark them up. So, any rules issues during the play, just play 2 balls. Mr. Denning will sort the issues out as we can. But play 2 balls if you can't resolve it right on the spot. Spencer, Alex, and Will. Okay, good luck, guys. Play well.
Here we have it, final group.
This is the 1 o'clock tee time. Mr. Spencer Wyden.
Spencer Wyman on the tee.
From 5 Forks, St. George, representing St. Regis, Alex Capetillo. Thank you. Thanks all left. Oh, wait a minute.
Alex Capetillo is the next on the tee.
And third, and this threesome, Will Hardrow.
And the final person to tee off in this inaugural event is Will Hardrow.
guys.
Thank you. I'm not in the field. I don't know.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And there you have it. They tee off for the inaugural Moongate Tour, first event of 2022 here at the Port Royal Golf Course. Thank you for joining. We will be back with another live on Sunday evening at the football show right here on islandstats.com. Do enjoy your day.